Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I know I'm late, but I'm here. So good morning, good morning. Grab a cup and come on in. Let's see where we are. I have no idea. It is a little wonky this morning, so hopefully it's streaming. There we are. Okay. Good morning, Ricky and Josie. Good morning, Annie 7. Oh, dear Annie, I've been seeing your messages, honey. Wow. We got to get that little Grayson all better, don't we? Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here this morning. Kathy Hand, thank you for being here and for sharing that out. Let me see if I can, no, let me go get my phone because I can't see all the messages. We're right on the water. Kathy Hand, we're on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Go grab my phone. Jean is crashed out. I'm trying to not be too noisy to wake her up. I think she might have had a rough night. Okay, let me find all of you on Facebook. I know Ricky's there. Who else is there? Brookie. Hi, darling. Grayson's starting to heal a little better. Good, but he hasn't eaten. Well, let's send a lot of prayers and good thoughts his way. Kathleen, Mama Hot Bear, good morning. All right, let's do our heart brain. Let's go ahead and get the day started in the right way. Oh, Brookie, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming in, and hello to darling Dylan. All right, so hand on the heart. Slow down the breathing. And add in love. Starting your day this way puts you on the right track. So I'm thinking, Annie, to have Grayson do this as well. Start some healing going on the inside. So it's so simple. 1, 2, 3, touch the heart center. Slow down the breathing and add in love. Doing this for 3 minutes starts the healing process inside your body. And don't forget to smile. That is the other ingredient that our darling Marietta has taught us. Blue Jean. Well, I'm so glad that you got up in time to be with us. We've been missing you, Blue. Deirdre, good morning. Isabel, good morning to you. Hey, the gang's all here, almost. Good morning, everybody. So we got moved yesterday. We moved condo to condo, and now we are right on the beach. We can walk out to our balcony. We can watch the sunrise, which I didn't get up in time to do this morning. And we can also, from our balcony, watch the sunset. It's like the most amazing thing here. So we're hoping to be able to get out there today and maybe put our feet in the sand again and just enjoy our day. We've only got today and tomorrow. We're heading out Monday morning for Texas. So really hope that we're able to see some more of that beautiful ocean before we leave. I know you have Annie 7. This is like a reunion here. Annie's here, Blue's here. And Kathy says, we're trying to get into the same room. I know. Well, you're all here. So yay. All right. So how about that blog last night? I don't have Wi-Fi here in this condo. Well, I didn't have it in the other one either. But I'm hoping that it got shared onto Facebook. I don't know if it did or not, but if it didn't, you can always go to the web, to my website, and you can read it there. Oh, thank you, Brookie. Yes, we are a beautiful family. So let me read the blog to you. That's what I've been doing every day for those of you who've been missing. So the blog is called the 1111 Portal Gateway. Yesterday was 1111, and there was a meditation that I led at 11 o'clock yesterday that I was doing the meditation as I was leading it, because really the angels were speaking the words. And wow, it was so powerful. The first thing I saw when I went through the gateway was the face of Jesus. So really interesting meditation if you didn't get to do it. Blue says, I went on a road trip. I came to say farewell to a friend who will be passing forth. Her name is Claire. I am in Colorado with my friend Kat today. Please send much healing, joyous energy and much love. My goodness, Jean, what part of Colorado are you in? Maybe you can connect with Ruth while you're out there, depending on where you're at. All right, so the blog. Change before you have to. And that's a quote by Jack Welch. Today was the opening of the 1111 Gateway Portal. The number 1111 was brought to our attention in November 1991 and activated fully in November 1992, creating a living numerical signature, a doorway or gateway into your highest potential as a human being who is seeking divine memory. One is a singularity within I, filled with invisible potential. The one seeks itself through a mirror reflection. This doorway offers an opportunity to surpass any limitations you have unknowingly set for yourself. One to one to one, enter the oneness of all, hidden deep within the center of your soul, in your original cells. Dear angels, it is my understanding that you are the activators of the 1111 portal and can bring us through it to have this experience with you. As I experienced it today and many times in the past, it is filled with so much love. I was encouraged to begin the change process at this point that will continue over the next few months. The codes contained within each of us were activated today to enable us to begin the evolution to a higher plane. Is there more we need to know, to be aware of over these next months? Dear ones, entering through the 1111 portal is another step in the evolution of consciousness, one with great power and support. You are created from the divine and therefore have all the necessary coding within your DNA to rise up to the higher dimensions. As you connect with your higher self, become more aware of this evolution within you. There is no one who is left out of the process. The only way you will not receive it is if you are shutting it out. You may be having difficulty understanding, or perhaps your experience with the energy as it opens up is creating more of an unpleasant feeling as your physical and mental bodies integrate with the energy. This is temporary, dear ones, and of the utmost importance that you not resist integrating. Resistance will make your experience harder than it needs to be. Just relax, experience, and enjoy. We are right beside you all the way. So today, angels, I promise to be more aware of the information given freely and soar higher. Oh, those angels. So that was an interesting experience yesterday with the 1111. And like I said, if you didn't catch it yesterday, you can always watch the replay that is on YouTube, it's on Facebook, and I had shared it out far and wide. So I hope that you were able to catch it or to watch it on replay, where you can have that experience of going into the portal, because it was really awesome. And Brookie says, beautiful. Thank you, Teri. Blue flew for the first time in 10 years yesterday on the 1111 portal. Talk about overcoming self-limitations. Way to go, Blue Jean. Oh my gosh. Isn't that awesome, Blue? You were flying at the time we were flying through the portal. And I'm so proud of you. And I really pray for your friend, Miss Claire. You can feel her energy just saying that name. So thank you for doing what you do, Blue. I know that you were a comfort to her to be there. And let's see what Kathy Hand's got. Lesson 314 of A Course in Miracles today reads, when I come from a place of possibility, when there's peace in the planet of my own mind, change happens without my input. Like the angels said, no resistance. That's it exactly, Kathy and everyone. When we allow, as our Marietta has taught us, that really takes on a different meaning when we think about this, doesn't it? Going through that portal energy. The allowance means we have no resistance. It just lets us flow. Okay, my throat's wonky now. I didn't make coffee. Jean's awake. She says, I need coffee. I think my throat just needs to wake up some. So let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about our messages and all this energy this morning. And now that beautiful Auntie Jean is awake, maybe she has some input, because she was with me yesterday when we did the 1111 portal. And I went to bed last night thinking about that experience and how it was brought out by the angels that these next 3 months are, they called it the divine trinity. And it's where we just keep experiencing that energy of the 1111. 11 is the angel's master number. It's their dimensional energy. So it was so important. Okay, so this is the message from Kuan Yin. Let's see if it fits in with what we were saying this morning and talking about with the portal and no limits and stepping out of our comfort zone. The harvest mother watches over us. The inner world offers powerful healing energy, creating space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all messages from our inner world with wisdom, allows this inner medicine to work its healing magic, even if it seems unfathomable at an intellectual level. The inner world knows how to restore and heal every aspect of the soul. We just need to invite and allow it. I love this. And doesn't it fit right in with going through that portal yesterday and being there in that portal now? That's what Divine Mother and Kuan Yin are telling us also. We invite it in, we walk through that portal, and look at what happens. Worlds open up for us, our inner world. Wow, I love that. Create the space to receive it with love, patience, acceptance, and willingness to hear, feel, and honor all the messages coming from our inner world. You know, we have messages constantly. The angels are always reaching out to talk to us. Our spirit guides, our loved ones. Are you listening? Years ago, I created my website, which is angelspeakers.com. And the tagline that I put on it is, are you listening? Because they're always there. They're always trying to get our attention and tell us something. So when we pay attention to that, then we really get it on a deeper level. Let's see what Blue is saying. Blue said it was a big day. I was surrounded by guardians. They bumped me up to business, and I slept between two guardians. Yes, I went through a portal. Thank goodness Brookie just happens to be in Vermont, and two flouncity bouncity fall funster dogs out to play. Oh, I'm so glad you were there for Pocky and Gruff Brook. Thank you for doing that. I know those sweet dogs don't like for their mama to be away at any time at all, no matter how long it is. But I can imagine her not being there and being gone for a bit, that they were a little upset. But I know you kept them calm and happy because they love their Brookstar. And Blue says, being brave enough to act on the messages after my car accident trauma makes me incredibly bigger. Yes, you are. Auntie Jean is awake. Hi, Jean. Good morning. We're on the beach. I don't know if you heard her because she walked away from the computer, and I don't have the big mic set up here.
Because so beautiful. And but she's right. The first thing you see when you go through the portal is Jesus. It's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It was so amazing. And it just confirmed to me that when we go through a portal, whether that's while we're still in our physical body or we have gone back into spirit, that is the first thing we see. And I loved that. I loved that we're going to be met by that incredible, unconditional, loving energy. You couldn't hear Jean. I know I usually have my Yeti connected to the computer, so it picks up soft things like her voice. But yeah, she was just saying how incredible it was, and that she also saw Jesus as the first thing when she went through the portal. So I'm hoping that you all get to listen to that. And Kathy says, I had the tea leaf reading, Teri, and it was really good. She let me know the angels were there and they were saying it will be a while for Colin's recovery, but he is aware that he needs to keep trying. She says that I am his biggest motivation to heal. He wants to make me happy again and knows how he has been breaking my heart. She believes he is a very spiritual person. As for me personally, the angels tell her in a few years, I will be where I want to be, doing what I really want to do. She saw me as a writer who wants to produce books which offer help to others through my experience. Kathy, that's amazing and beautiful. I'm so glad you had it done. Wow. Yeah, I love when I had mine experience with it. It was so awesome. The lady that led it, her name is also Teri. And we had the experience in a hotel down in Miami that's known as a haunted hotel, which means there are spirits everywhere. And after going through the tour and learning more about that particular hotel, I understood why there were so many earthbound spirits there. I actually saw and communicated with some of them. And the reason being that that hotel was confiscated and used as a makeshift hospital. I can't remember, I don't remember what the situation was, but anyway, they also had a crematory in the basement. So there was a lot of energy there, a lot of spirit. And we walked into one room where it was kind of like a ballroom, but I suppose they must have had like all kinds of gurneys and stuff there in that room. And I looked in the mirror. I actually took a picture. I'm hoping I still have it somewhere in all my pictures. I took a picture of the mirror in that room, and you could see faces all in that mirror. It was faceted on the sides, and every one of those little facets, you saw a person. And it was so interesting. So I would go back to that place and do it again. It was such an interesting experience. But Teri helped us to understand what our tea leaves were saying to us. And I've actually done it on my own after that with tea leaves. So it's a very interesting experience if you ever get to do something like that. So it's Saturday, end of the week. And what a week it has been. Auntie Jean got to put her toes in the water for the first time and stand there at that beautiful ocean and hear it and see it in all its glory. She's still afraid of it, but that's okay. It's okay to have that kind of respect, is what I call it, respecting something that has potential to be dangerous. I mean, we have seen what happens when hurricanes come in off the water. We've seen what can happen when ships sink or when people go out too far and they get dragged out into the ocean. So it's good to respect something that's bigger than us and has the potential to be dangerous. But I don't see that myself as a fear. I see it more as, okay, I honor what you are, and I'm going to use the intelligence that God gave me to know that I don't get out there in the middle of it. I'm not a strong swimmer. I will step into it, but I don't go in it to swim. I don't surf. I don't do any of those things that that people do out there, but I admire those who can. I love watching the surfing. And if you saw some of the live that we did and the videos that I made, we were watching two surfers out on the water when we were standing there. And it was so fun to watch them, wasn't it, Jean? They were having a blast.
We were supporting them.
Yeah, I don't know if they can hear you because
Oh.
you can't hear behind my computer.
Oh, just tell me I'm going to get on it.
Okay. Jean's trying to get on. But anyway, we were supporting them. And, you know, I can't remember who it was. One person that was watching the live, and she goes, just tell them they've got this, they can do it. And so we were yelling out to the surfers, not that they could hear us because they were pretty far out catching the waves, but I think our energy reached them, because after we started supporting them, we were like their little cheerleaders out there on the beach. And we were yelling out, you can do it, you've got this. And when they would catch a wave and they'd stand up on their surfboard, we were cheering, we were clapping. So yeah, it was a good day. And I do admire people that can do that. One of my friends that I used to play darts with, actually, here in this area, actually up in the Melbourne area, she was like the second ranked female in the world as a surfer. And oh my gosh, she was amazing. And then she used that talent later on, after she wasn't competing anymore. She took kids out and taught them how to surf. And she was so patient and so kind. And they would do fundraisers every year for the Kidney Foundation, the National Kidney Foundation. And she would participate in helping children, helping adults, you know, whoever had that fear of being in the water, she would help them try to overcome that. So I really do have this admiration for it, but I know that in this lifetime, anyway, it's not something that I'm going to be participating in. I will admire it from a distance, and I'm okay with that. And I think that's a huge lesson for us also. Not all of us do or participate in the same thing. Not everyone's a skier. Not everyone is an Olympic swimmer. So it's okay to say, that's just not for me in this lifetime. And don't put a limit on yourself. Just know that that's not something that's in your wheelhouse this time around. Maybe next lifetime, you'll be up there doing the high dives and not afraid of water. But maybe in this lifetime, it's not for you. So I always say, you know, whatever's meant to be is going to be. And I don't discount anything, but I also know that there's certain things that I just do not participate in because of knowing that it would not turn out well. And I know that in advance. If I got in that ocean, it would not turn out well. Good morning, Marisol. Thank you for being with us. And Marisol, I believe you were at the 11:11 meditation yesterday. I think I saw you in the audience. And thank you. And I really hope that it was good for you and that you were able to participate in going through that portal. Stacy Small Lord, good morning. She says, I don't go in the water either, ladies. I just love to feel its energy. Me too, Stacy. I call it my Zen place, because I can sit there at the ocean and I can listen to those waves, and they make music. To me, it's like music, as they have this rhythm of coming into the shore and then going back out. And that's where I really find peace, if I just sit there and allow that energy to come over me and through me. Auntie Jean, good morning. Tammy Fisk, good morning. Good morning. And Kathy Hand says, the lady's name is Teri. She's on Facebook. I haven't looked her up yet, but she spells it with a Y. Her last name is Pryor. She kept saying that I need to go outside, even in cold weather, and let myself be still and be grounded with the earth. She says to practice saying that right now all is okay. That's right. I lost my place. Then I shared with her Marietta's EIWP. She handed me a card similar to your gratitude card. It says magnificent you and an affirmation. I'll take a picture of it and put it on Cuppa's messenger page. Thank you for that, Kathy. I've seen some beautiful cards as I've gone around the country. There's one that I absolutely love, and I actually have this card. I've had it since before I started the journey. And the card says, I love you, pass it on. And you can get those. And I used to have a bunch of them. They're probably packed in a box somewhere, but I loved that one. And Marietta also has a card. And I have Marietta, I should have gotten some from you while I was there. I only have a few of her cards left, but she has a beautiful card as well. And there she is, our darling Marietta. Good morning, sweetie. She says EIWP. And Marisol, you do the same? Is that with the ocean? Because I just enjoy that energy so much. And when I close my eyes and I listen to those waves, the whole world just falls away. And I'm there with that beautiful body of water that is talking to me. And if you allow it, you'll hear messages. You'll hear the song that it's singing. You know, there was, I don't remember. I think it was in a book, maybe by Ernest Hemingway, that talked about the sirens of the sea and how the men that were out on boats, like for a long, long time, they would hear the singing. They would hear the sirens in the sea singing to them and talking to them. And people thought they were crazy, but they're not crazy at all. They were listening to that song that the sea was singing to them. And Tammy says she's hanging in there, still no job, but staying positive. It will be this week. It will be this week. Go ahead and change that to it is this week. This week, that job will show up for me. This week, that job is mine. This week, I have a job. So saying it in that positive way, instead of when you say it will be, you're coming from a place of not having it. But when you say it's there, it's there. And I know that I see it, I have it, I hold it. I'm in that job already, and just feel that energy of it. And let's all get behind Tammy on that. And Kathy says, I used to go all the way into the ocean, but now my knees aren't strong enough to get my fat body out of the waves. You know, I have been in the water. I have done that actually this lifetime, usually with somebody on each side of me, as I was telling Jean yesterday. Had to have that support or I would not have been able to do it on my own. But trying to climb back out of that water, I mean, it's hard enough to climb out of the water in a swimming pool, right? But trying to climb up when the sand is shifting and moving underneath your feet, yeah, that's not an easy thing to do. So I understand what you're saying, Kathy. And just love on the fact that we can experience that. And now we can have the memory of it. And we can just sit and listen and enjoy the beauty of that ocean. All right. So I see I went past the prayer time. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for being here. So if there's any prayers, go ahead and put those in the comments. I know we are lifting up Blue's friend Claire this morning. The one she got on an airplane and flew. Can you believe that, Jean?
No.
Our Blue flew for the first time in 10 years, stepping out of her comfort zone. And I'm so proud of you. And I know that meant a lot to your friend for you to come out there and let me know what part of Colorado you're in. So we've got peeps out there. We have our Ruth and Auntie Jean's sister-in-law and brother-in-law are there, Meg and Jim Lorio. We also have, we have peas all over Colorado. So perhaps you are close by to one of them. All right, so any prayer requests that you have, I'm not sure what time today, but they are holding the celebration of life for my brother today, my brother James, who left his body. And they're gathering today, the family, to remember him and to talk about him and talk to him. And so just keep my nephews and my sister-in-law and all my siblings lifted up for that. Deirdre prayers for all humans, Gaia, and world peace, and attention to human trafficking. And Marisol is asking for prayers for Tomas Diaz and my beautiful mom. You got it, Marisol. Oh, thank you, Annie 7. I always will always be here for you. Even if I'm not in my physical body anymore, I will always be here for the peas. So I'll be a pea angel when I leave, holding you all. And Jean says, Pagosa Springs, an hour from Durango near New Mexico. Oh, well, just stay put and we'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. You can meet up with us at Jean's house. Oh, thank you. Thank you all. So I appreciate that, Kathy Hand. Prayers for the family celebrating James's life. All right, so let's take a moment to go into our hearts and reflect. Just reflect on your life, the ups, the downs, the things you've been through, the moments of peace where you find yourself just being, not having to really do anything other than just find you. And let's do that right now. Let's go into our hearts. Breathe in. The breath is the connector. And release anything that's unlike love. Just let that go with the out breath. And breathe in again. This time, add in some joy. Add in any joyful moment that you can remember, that you can hold on to. And just put that smile on your face. There's some things in life that when I look back on them, I just smile with the remembrance of how beautiful this life is, the people in my life, the things that I've done, and the ones that have taught me, whether it was a pleasant lesson or maybe an unpleasant lesson. It was all the teaching. It was all for my own soul growth and for the growth of all of us. Now breathe in again that powerful energy of love and ascend it over every one of those prayer requests that we have going on. We have pages and pages of names, and we have some to add to it from today. So lifting everyone up, asking for our Creator to see, to acknowledge, and to answer those prayers to the best and highest good. And then let's love on each other as we do every day. We do the heart telephone, and we do it on the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. I am going to see if we can play our Leo song. Let me just see if Alexa will let him go today. Oh, we need to see our Leo before we leave out of here, Jean. So let me see if I can get her to cooperate. Oh, I see your beautiful words. Thank you. I love you. And thank you, Jean. Prayers of comfort and love for all of Teri's family. The most beautiful Ascension celebration for James. He is already sending blessings to those he loves. He is. Blue says, I'll find a sacred place here in town today, and prayers for your family, Teri. Thank you so much, Blue. Okay, Alexa is not cooperating. Let me see if we can get it on YouTube. Maybe. There he is. Our Gypsy Leo.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One of it is for peace, so I'm for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead. Wherever means up there, we create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa
Ricky, I don't know if you're able to before we leave here. We're heading out Monday morning.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottle is feeling up from the top here. The coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of love.
Sunshine, window.
Full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of
Beautiful day outside.
There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow.
AAA, y'all.
Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, a very day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Oh, that's right. Colorado. So good, got him on. That I got to hug you again. Thank you all so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And namaste, y'all. See you later. We're off to see the Wizard of the Beach.